Hey everybody, welcome to Bonafide Adventures, the Truck Camper DIY series. Well, it is absolutely frigid out here. The last I looked, it was 27 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that? Two or three Celsius, whatever. It's below freezing, that's for sure. Well, lots of things have happened in the last couple of days. We moved the camper over to here because they needed all that firewood. And I wish I could have filmed it. It was quite an interesting feat. 6 of us picked it up, but none of us actually felt any weight to it. And just put it over there on the old pallets there, and it was kind of interesting. I managed to clean up. I enjoyed destroying the strong back and got rid of that, and now it's time to get it on the pickup truck. Let's go to the workshop where it's still cold but not as cold. Alright, got my little sunflower heater going. It doesn't even like to fire up in this cold weather. You gotta hold that button for quite a while, but it's going. It's basically just good enough to warm your hands. So, progress in here. Well, I got the door trim. What I didn't show you down there is I went and made sure it fit the doorway perfect, and it was perfect for once. The door is done. You can see on this side, it is completely done. And it's trimmed. I've trimmed out for the hinge. I think this is going to need a little more work. The latch, I gave up on it the other day. But I've been mostly working on the tub, and I thought I'd point out this is kind of cool. So when I come up to my sink, I'm going to use 3/4 inch pipe into the sink. Whoop, let's go get it. So I'm going to use this hose. So it's 3/4 inch. Pop it right on in there. And it's under the sink is one of these little jobbies. And of course that is 3/4 inch under the sink drain. So that connects that to my plumbing in my camper. But the way the pipe came, the connector for this, whatever you call this, looks like this. So I would have had to have put it on like that, and that would have created a lot of unnecessary space. But what I found out is that this fits into that, and this is threaded into this. If this makes sense. So I sliced it off and glued it in, so I only have that much to deal with, which is kind of cool. I did all 3 of them over here. I used 5200, but it seems to still be tacky. It seems solid enough, but yeah, this cold weather. Cold weather killing me. So sounds like a tractor out there working. Today is the last day for the farm. Everybody's getting laid off today. They've put the farm to bed. We're doing the last little bits. I will be all alone. Oh no. So here on the tub, looks pretty cool, I hope. I did manage to do this, which is awesome. That it worked out like a charm. You'll see in a minute when I bring the boards over why that was important, putting you down. So we have the plumbing. This of course goes here, but I'll show you in a minute that I did make a critical mistake I'm fixing. Here is the power cord. This is going to be, this is 12 gauge wire, so it's the thickest extension cord you can get. And I put this in here. Alright, before I was rudely interrupted with a dead battery. It only lasted 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Getting worse and worse. Can't wait till next year to get a new camera. So what I was explaining was, this is an extension cord. And it's going down, and it's going to be plugged into the inverter. So that way, when I go down the road, I could actually charge. This will go out the hatch, that is right here, and I'll be able to charge the battery on the boat, hopefully. That is the game plan. Or if I ever needed anything, any power outside the camper. And I just went with this because, well, it's 12 gauge, which you need, and it's got good coating on it. It's built to move and move around. Power cord, extension cords are good for 110 volt wiring inside of a camper. It's braided wire. I don't think it's tin coated, but still good. So anyhow, yeah, that's basically it. It's all glued up. I did it yesterday, and it's pretty good. Not 100% cured yet, but it'll get there quickly. So here are the floorboards. Once I install this, I'm going to put rock wall for insulation. That ought to keep my feet nice and warm. And then this goes down. There we go. That's in place. And that's the floor. So, which is kind of cool, is that I drew the lines in for the floor, and some of you who watched from the beginning know that this is the layout for the camper. There's going to be Well, there's going to only be one seat now, and then a footstool over here. This is where I'll be normally sitting. I thought of having two seats, but I changed my mind. So it'll be one seat and a footstool, kind of a catch-all thing here. Basically, it's going to look exactly the same, but it's just not going to have a back rest. This is where the potty goes. That's right here. So you can see I drew in the lines. This is for the toe space under the cabinets. There's going to be a toe space. So basically this is the face of the cabinet. This is the 3 inches to put your toes under so it doesn't feel weird to be up against the counter. And down here, take it down a little bit so you get a better view. So down here is where the water tank's going to go. You can see this is one of the cabinets, but then here's the tank is going to sit here, and the hot water tank's going to sit there. And you can see why I was trying to build this drain area and why I was so happy that it came out. Once this is all glued in, you know, I'll put a little fillet around to make it rounded. If I wanted to drain my water tank, now it can drain right on out. And inside here there's going to be the water pump and the 2 water pumps, one for the cold water, one for the hot water. It's actually going to be 3 pumps, but more on that later, upcoming. You'll have to stay tuned. And over here, move you a little bit, this is where the batteries are going to go. They're only 12 inches, yeah, 12 feet, 12 inches. So there's tons of space. Here's 12 inches. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I couldn't have planned that better. Now I can't get it out. By 12 inches. So there's plenty of space for the batteries. That power cord will come up right here. And then somewhere in this area, the sink will come out. The pipe for the sink. Where I got myself into trouble was I put the hole in for here is going to be a cooler, a Yeti cooler, ice chest. I don't know what everybody calls it around the world, but here in the United States we call it a cooler. And so that's going here above this wheel well. Basically, you know, it's going to be fairly high up, but it's going to drain itself. So I never have to pull it out to drain the melted ice water out. And I put the hole in the wrong place. I used bad measurements. The cabinet was supposed to be out to here, and then things weren't lining up. I'm like, what the? Ah! I'm using colorful words that I'm not supposed to be able to say on YouTube, but I finally figured out I made a mistake, and I took the time to put in all the measurements for where everything, all the wood's going to go. So now I just need to drill it here. Move it just a little bit to the side. This pipe will come up, and it's supposed to, I'm not even know how this pipe is going to work, to be honest with you, because the cooler will come out. So the pipe of the cooler, with enough space for the whole thing to come out, yeah, that's going to be quite a engineering feat. I'm still putting it in because it's still very important. Yeah, definitely more on that later because I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, to be honest with you. As you can see, That's the cooler in its cabinet, and the pipe's going to come out the side, but somehow it's got to coil up to go down into this hole, which is right here, to drain itself out. But you still be able to, it's going to be out of, cold drawer, drawer slides, whatever the hell they call that crap. So you can pull it out and open it up, because this is countertop up top. I could make the countertop open up, but that would be a pain, because then I'd have to clear off the countertop every time I want to. Yeah, no, that's no good. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Slowly. The game plan is there, it's just not 100% working the way it should. Oh man, what are you going to do? So everything drains out to here. This is the back of the truck. We got that tube that goes in there. It'll go into the flexi tube. And then down to the bottom of the truck, where I'll have it drain out in a fairly hidden spot, because I don't want liberals to be banging on my door saying I'm polluting the world by washing a little toothpaste or hand washing soap down onto the ground. Now, the places I play are here in the East Coast, and nobody gives a damn. It's that West Coast people who are gaga about that. So I don't have any plans going west, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not the best of tree huggers. I do very much so care about the environment, but I can't imagine a little toothpaste and water and hand soap is going to kill everything. So I got another one of these little glands to hold the wire down there, which is kind of cool. Works out pretty darn cool. I'll hold the wire tight. Well, I'm absolutely 100% miserable. It's pretty lousy. We got lots of this horrible snow. I'd say a good solid 4 inches, if not 5. It just stopped. There might be still some left to come down. But this sucks. I haven't done anything more. You can see the roof is covered now and it's dark in here. I have completely prepped this. It's ready for paint. I do still have to fill in this spot before I finish painting and put it on the truck. But I figured I'd finish up this video and call it good. So I also do want to say one thing after I edited some of the video. That with this draining to the ground, my gray water just draining to the ground, if I do get to a place, let's just say hypothetically like I went to Burning Man, I can easily just put a jug under the truck to catch my gray water. I just, I want you guys to know that if there is a situation where I do need to capture gray water, that's the option I'm going to go with. You just get one of those water jugs from Walmart. They got like blue square jugs, that'll work perfectly. But ordinarily, I wouldn't need a tank, a holding tank. It's just one more pain in the butt to deal with, like this horrible snow. It sucks. It's going to get down to 13 degrees tonight. see my little house over there? I haven't turned the heater off in probably a freaking week. That thing just runs 24/7. But that's what it's made to do. Truckers have those in their trucks. It's a good little heater. Burns less than a gallon a day for 24 hours. Not much, but just a little bit. I can usually get 5 or 6 days out of 4 gallons. So, yeah, not doing anything today. Drank a lot of hot cocoa. It's already like 4 o'clock already, so no reason to really do anything now. So, but the next video should be good. Because the next video that you will see will be my struggles of putting this all together. It's marriage day. I'm going to marry it all together. Wedding day. That's what the car industry says, you know, when they put the drivetrain to the body is marriage. So, I'll use the same thing. Yeah, I went and looked at it over there. It's perfectly fine and happy as can be. No issues. So, everything's good. Yeah, just next week it's supposed to warm up. That's why I say the next video will definitely be marriage day. And hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.